Can you use black magic and vampires to colonize a country? Welcome to 50 Days, 50 CIA Invasions, also called 50 Reasons I'm Never Getting a US Visa. This is the story of the Philippines. This beautiful nation composed of around 7,600 islands was bought by America from Spain in 1898 for around 20 million US dollars. Cut to 1941, World War II. Japan is invading the Philippines. And to fight them off, a freedom movement is taking shape, led by the Hagbalahap, a communist rebel army. And if you're America, that's a problem. Even if the Huks are fighting Japan, which is your enemy, because the Huks want a free Philippines, which means buy Japan, hi USSR, and buy USSM. United States of Shopping Malls. You see, the US was operating 23 military bases in the Philippines, and they were planning on keeping them till 2046. Not just that, the Huks wanted land reforms, which pissed off the landlords, and they also wanted industrialization, which pissed off US McD. So the US allied with landlords, police, and estate owners, despite the fact that these groups of people were collaborating with the Japanese fascists to sell out their own countries, just to crush the Huks. They wanted the Huks and the communists gone, so bad that wherever the military operations failed, they used black magic and vampires. CIA officer J.B. Smith, in his autobiography, Portrait of a Cold Warrior, mentions how the CIA studied Filipino superstitions and they came up with an idea. During the rainy season, his team flew a plane hidden behind the clouds. In the local Tagalog language, they then yelled curses at the villagers who were sheltering and feeding the Huks. Within weeks, some Huks were surrendering because they were starving. But the craziest thing was done by a CIA head, Edward Lansdale, using vampires. There was a hill where some Huks were living, and the Americans were not familiar with the terrain, so they didn't just want to enter with guns. So they brought alive the Filipino mythical vampire, the aswang. In a village nearby, they first spread the rumor that the aswang was haunting the hills. Then 2 days later, they kidnapped a Huk member who was out on a patrol. They punctured his neck with 2 holes and let his body drain of all the blood. They then dumped his body on the road. Next day, the Huks found his body and vacated the hills in fear. But if there was anything truly scary about all this, it was the end result of all these CIA operations and military activities, because it meant that America never left the Philippines. And within the next 10 years, their military bases would be used to wage a lethal war against Communist Korea and Vietnam. In these wars, they would end up killing 15% of North Korea's entire population and 7% of Vietnam's, dropping double the bombs on them than were used in the entire World War II. But we'll cover all that in future episodes, so don't forget to follow. Side note, I have often wondered why some sections of society, no matter how educated, love keeping superstitions and ghost stories alive. Maybe this shows that the reason is elite control. What do you think?